Well, I'm back at it again, doing another live. Yep, doing another live. So let me push this here back. I don't know what I want to talk. I'm just gonna sit here and just, if I can think of something good, I'll talk about it. Yeah, man, I would be surprised when my brother come home. I'm gonna tell him the thing. He gonna be surprised that I got back into my little study and stuff, my biblical, you know what I mean. But I'm not just in it just to be in it, because when people look at my videos and stuff, maybe I can talk about this here. When they watch my videos, I don't want people to look at them and say they just enjoy them. I want people to be able to. It's not wrong with saying you enjoy something. Don't get me wrong, but the most important, overall, I want you to walk away saying you learned something, and what you said, it put me to thinking, and I need to do some more research. At least that, if you just come up and you just say you enjoyed something, that's just like saying, oh, you preached a good sermon, but at the end of the day, what did you learn? Did you understand what was being said to you? Because a lot of times you still leave. I don't know if this is the correct word to use. No, it's not. Probably won't be the right one to use, but you still leave out of those congregations confused. You see what I'm saying? And so you need to know why you're studying. You need to know why you understand what you understand, why you're teaching what you're teaching. You need to know that. You have to know everything. And that's what I'm striving to do right now. As much as I claim I know, I'm still striving to get a better understanding of whatever it is that I'm, so that you will be able to give people the right information when they come to you confused, especially if they want to make an excuse to continue to follow what their oppressors taught them. Then you need to be able to explain to them why you're doing what you're doing, and why is it that what you're telling the people is important. They need to know that. I need to be able to give them give them the right answer, not give them a answer, but give them the right, correct answer. You need to be, you have to know that. You can't just say, oh, well, I believe this here because this group over here believes it. No, it's not about believe. You have to know. Hmm. Yeah, you have to know. I see a lot of my old videos here. That's a Googling idea. So those are my old ones. So yeah, that's a, yeah. So how can I really help people to understand where I'm coming from? You know what I mean? Just like me, I attended a church for a lot of years, like the Seventh Adventist. You know, like I think somebody was explaining, and they said that Adventist, something like it's another word that comes from disadvantage. Because I didn't even really didn't. I just only read a few things about Ellen White. You know, Ellen White. You know, we need to know now who is Ellen White. I'm gonna pull it up in a minute, but a lot of people we don't even take time to even Google. I bet you if you ask the average person that is an Adventist, you ask them what is the origin of Ellen White or whatever. Most of us, like myself, probably couldn't. Like I told you about her dreams and visions and how none of her. It stated that none of her writings never contradicted the Bible and all that kind of stuff. And she said that in the Bible, if you look in a lot of her ministry, in her when she was ambassador, you know, she stated a lot of things in her statements, and she said that she got visions from God, and God told her what heaven was going to look like and how the Messiah was going to crack the sky and things of that nature. But she did not. One of the main things that she didn't tell people is that the Messiah would be black. You know, she didn't give it. She understands that a depicted Caucasian image is, you know what I mean, is the white image of Christ. That's the only thing. You see what I'm saying? And so if you claim that you had connection from heaven and you're not showing people all of these things, then you have to ask yourself who and where did you actually receive a message from the Most High? Because y'all know it is in the Bible. It says that woe unto them that prophesy false visions and dreams and stuff like that and things of that nature. Because ain't we supposed to be going by the Bible, right? So then our nationality was not taught. You see what I'm saying? So in the Bible, it tells you in Numbers, right, that it goes by the house of your father. Your pedigree is your lineage. Your pedigree is your father's lineage. You know, it means who your father is. You know, you are what your father is because the father is the one that planted that seed. You know what I'm saying? Now, I still got a lot more to learn in with that or whatever. Let's look at what pedigree means. Let me Google up what pedigree means. Okay, let's look. What is the definition of pedigree? Um, it's talking about animals here, but it's talking about the record of descent of a person showing it to be the record ancestry, especially upper class ancestry of a person of or family, ancestry, descent, lineage, genealogy, family tree. It's talking about your family tree. You know what I mean? Because your family tree is your father. You know, whatever your father. A lot of people say that family tree is based upon the mother, but according to the Bible, it's based upon the lineage of your father. Your family tree traces back, which means that your family tree on your father's side, it tells who you are, because the father, the man, is the one that plant that seed. You know what I mean? He does. Man goes out and a man plants that seed. So if like it's just like if you leave and go to China somewhere with an apple seeds and you plant apples in China, what you still gonna get? You're still gonna get apples. You see what I'm saying? No matter where in the country where a person, a native Hispanic, a black man, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American man goes, if he plant a seed in a Chinese family tree, guess what he's still going to get? He's still going to get, he's still going to get produce Hebrew Israelite children. You're still going to get what that father is. Everything is of that father. It doesn't matter what your mother is. Based upon what I see in the Bible, where it talks about genealogy, a lot of people say that those things are not important. But if it wasn't important, why would it be in the Bible? For example, why would it be in the Bible if it's not that important? If those things were left out, and if a lot of people say that they are prophets of God, prophets this and that, why would he put family tree in the Bible then? Family tree, genealogy, pedigree is your family tree. your bloodline, your descent, where you descend from. You are what your father is. Whatever your father is, that's what you are. If your mother go out here and um she decided to choose to get with a Creole or whatever, that's gonna be who you are. It doesn't matter what your mother is, because it always talk about the house of the fathers. The father. Why you think it always said honor the father and then it says the mother? The father is the one, the man is the one that that determines that seed, determines where you go. A lot of people, they not going, they not going to, let's say, two, pedigree genealogy refers to an account of ancestry. A pedigree is a table or chart recorded a line of ancestry, either a person or more, especially of animals as horses, cows, and dogs. See, they have an ancestry. The animals, they have a genealogy. You know what I mean? But I'm speaking in terms of the human being, like the father. Like if I take a grape, if I take grape seeds and I go way over in Libya somewhere and I plant grapes over there, am I gonna get what's over in Libya, or am I gonna get grapes? No, you're gonna get what you plant. You're gonna get what you plant. If you plant apple seeds, orange trees, lemon trees anywhere, you're still gonna get oranges. You're still gonna get lemons, because why? Because it is a seed of a lemon. You see what I'm saying? If you go outside and you plant mustard green, what you gonna get? You're gonna get mustard green, right? You're gonna get exactly that. Ain't no such thing as you're gonna get half mustard greens and half spinach and half oranges. No, you, whatever that seed is, that's what's gonna come up. If you plant, like, look at it. If you take this orange and you take the seeds out of this orange and you go over in Libya, you go west, north, south, east Africa, and you plant these seeds, that these same seeds here, you're not going to get ain't no such thing as no Jamaican fruit. Ain't no such thing as no African fruit, no West Indian fruit. Ain't no such thing as no Libyan fruit. You're going to get exactly what you plant, and that's a orange. You're not going to go over in Libya and plant a orange seed and get apples. That doesn't make any sense. You're not going to get that. You're going to get what you plant, bro. That's what pedigree is. Pedigree means the lineage, your family line, your family tree. Your family tree tells who you are. It tells who your lineage is. That's what it is, bro. The record of descent, the records of something. You know what I mean? That's what a lineage is. You have records of something, stating who you are. Records of something means you have a record of who you are. Just like a video camera. Recorded video means records of something in the past. You have records of something. You left records of something. Just like these videos that I'm recording right now, on whatever. It can be 400 years from now. Somebody can still go back and look at this stuff, and meaning that this is records of something that was kept record of. You kept a record of a track of what something looked like. You know what I mean? That's how you can tell who you are. You can trace your lineage back. You know? Pedigree definition. Pedigree by Merriam Webster. In other words, a Merriam-Webster dictionary. And see, even while I'm alive now, I'm not even telling you something out of my own mouth. As I'm sitting here recording this video, I'm even trying my best to even show y'all a lot of things. I'm not just on here just saying things. You know, the pedigree traces and the family back to the 18th century. See that? See that? It just breaks it down, man. A distinguishing ancestry, acts spoken louder than pedigrees in the temple. If you look right there, Numbers 1 and 15, it tells you what a pedigree is. It talks about, you remember when Moses was numbering the children of Israel, he said that he declared their pedigrees after the house of their father and all that kind of stuff. He was going through the lineage, you know what I mean? And it's based upon who your father is, your family tree. Like, have you ever heard people say, you look just like your dad? You got the split image of your dad. Yeah, you are what your father is. You are everything what your father is. Okay. Pedigree, genealogy refers to an account of ancestry. A pedigree is a paper chart, recorded line of ancestry, either a person or more, especially. Okay. Let me see if I can click on it. Okay, let's look. Okay, let's see here. Pedigree. Numbers 115. What is it talking about? Numbers 115. Pedigrees. Hold on. Numbers 115 pedigrees. Pedigrees.
Of descent of an animal, showing it to be purebred.
Why are you boiling that water? So,
That's for the teeth.
oh,
Yeah, I'm just sitting here, y'all. Just maybe I might need to take it, turn it down a little bit. I think I'm gonna pour that tea out and read it because it smells kind of, to me, in my opinion, it smells kind of different a little bit.
but it's been in the refrigerator. It's good to me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It just smells. Maybe I'm used to it smelling it like the way I used to see it. You know what I'm saying? Let me. Well, Lord, I'm recording all this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll fix it a little bit. Let me see if I can boil the water. I can boil the water. We'll see what we can rock with later on. But let's see here. Okay. A pedigree is a diagram that depicts the biological relationship between an organism and its ancestors. It comes from the French degree because the branches and the lines of a pedigree resembles a theme, a crayon, a crane's leg with its branches toes. A pedigree is a diagram. I mean, is a pedigree chart is a diagram that shows the occurrence and appearance of the phototypes of a particular gene or organism and its ancestors from one generation to the next. Most commonly, human shows dogs and race and horses or whatever. I don't know what. I guess it refers to, like animals. They have they pedigrees and all that. Just like human beings, we're different from animals. We're not animals. What is a genetic pedigree? A pedigree chart is a diagram that shows that occurrence and appearance of in a particular game or organism. It shows like your DNA, it's in other words, but that's why they can tell your lineage by your DNA. Your DNA can tell exactly what you is. You know, Pedigree may refers to content one genealogy or genealogy and the breeding. It's another words for the breed that you come from too. Like you can pick up certain things, like certain family tree let you know that you came from that, because they can look at your blood or through your bloodline and they can tell what you is. Like they can, you can look at your hair, you're like, well, how's he got thicker hair, as how's he got this or whatever. It can go back. You can look at the blood. You can, your DNA is really important because it lets you know where you come from. No matter what people say you are, your DNA tells everything and it tells who you are. And it can also tell how far you go back. You can go back, I mean, it tells who you are. You can, you got some people that trace their genealogy or trace their lineage all the way. They go back as far as 7 generations, 8, 9. You got some people that are just that good, but these things aren't in the Bible. You know, Pedigree analyzing all of the conclusions regarding game, actions, dominant, recisive. What is the pedigree of Creole? Yeah, this is something that I encourage a lot of people to do, man. I'm just looking up stuff just to, I guess, see what I can make sense of. Let me see what this is talking about. Might soon go plug this phone up right quick. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else can I speak on. Yeah. But we should think about, that type of stuff. It's important. Now, I'm pretty sure we all can understand that when you plant whatever seed you plant, that's what you get. You know, and that's how it's been going on from generation to generation. Yeah. It's like we are of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Who is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
According to Reichsmuseum, Isaac and Rebekah had two sons, Jacob and Esau. Jacob stole both his older brother's birthright and his father's blessing. He fled, and during his journey had a vision in which he fought with an angel.
Jacob and Rebekah had two sons, Jacob and Esau. Jacob stole both his older brother's birthright, his father's blessing. He fled, and during his journey had a vision in which he fought with the angel. Henceforth, Jacob was called Israel, he who wrestled with God. So if you go back and you look at that, it will also tell you all of the children who were of that Abraham had. They was the seed of the lineage. Just like, can you take? Remember, I mentioned earlier about the apple seed. If you take an apple seed and you plant apples, you're going to get apples. You're not going to just plant an apple seed and then you're going to get oranges. It don't work like that. Whatever seed that is, that's what you get, right? Okay, let me ask you this here. Can a person who is a unnatural born of your child, a child that you didn't have, can they actually become your spirit, your literal child? No matter how much you claim them, can they still be your real child? They can't. They can't. No matter how much they try, or no matter what they do, they still can't become your biological real child. Do y'all know that was according to Abraham? Abraham adopted Eliezer, but the Most High said it's going to be a child that's going to come out your own bowels. You will have your own seed. You know what I mean? So if you like, if I said like if you go to Libya and you plant an apple tree, guess what you're still gonna get? You're still gonna get apples because that's an apple seed. So when people go around and they say that Gentiles can become an Israelite, spiritual Israel, there's no such thing as no spiritual Israel. Then there's no such thing as becoming converted and becoming spiritual Israel. They can't do it. Why? Because they're not of that, they're not of the seed of that father. They can't. The word Gentile means a non-Israelite, a non-Israelite descent. So if that's just like me, I can go around and I can ask people to claim me as their son, whatever. That's not going to make me their real biological child. No matter how much I try to make it be, I still can't. By bloodline, the seed, but I can't do it. So there's no such thing as becoming a spiritual Israel. I used to accept that, but until I start using common sense behind it, you cannot become something that you wasn't naturally born to be. You see what I'm saying? I can't do it. I came from my father. I cannot go around and say that become somebody else. I can become their parent. No, they can adopt me, but it's still not going to make me their real child. You see what I'm saying? So no matter how much the other nations try to become an Israelite, they can't do it. Why? Because they're not physically born that Israelite. They're not that seed. They can't do it no matter how hard they try. You either you are the seed of Abraham or you're not the seed of Abraham. It's either you are the seed in the descent of Abraham or you're not. It's one of the two. It can't be no two. It can't be you are and you is and you ain't and you ain't and you is. No, it's either you are or you ain't. No, you can't be, because you are not a natural born Jew. You're not a natural born whatever. So you can't be something that you didn't come from genetically. No matter how hard they try to make you be, the adopted mother cannot adopt you and make you their real child. Why? Because you're not of that blood, the physical DNA. You got to be of that physical DNA. It's got to be the same blood that went through your veins, from their veins to yours. If that blood, just like, think about it. Just think about it. If you go to a doctor and you get a DNA test and you turn out not to be that child's father, then what are you going to do? Can you still sit up there and in essence say that that's your father? You can say spiritual all you want, but it's not going to make you that physical DNA. It's not going to make you that real child's, that man's son. It's not, no matter who does it. It's not going to work, no matter how hard try it. I guarantee you it ain't going to work. If the Most High created you to be a certain way, and you can change it and make it look appealing to other people, but it's not going to work, because you're still going to be who your seed are. For example, if God said he created evil, can you in essence undo what the Most High have done? No, you can't do it. You can't bless what the Most High cursed. Do you know that Balak wanted Balaam, the false prophet, is to curse the children of Israel? And God told him, he said, no, how can I, Amalek, what's that prophet name? Balaam told Balak, how can I defy whom God has not defied? How can I curse whom God has not cursed? He who is blessed, and he who thou curse is cursed. That's what he said. He said he couldn't go beyond the word of the Lord to speak good or evil. That was a false prophet. His name was Balaam. And Balak was trying to get Balaam to do that. It's right in Numbers chapter 23 and 22. No matter how much you become a spiritual Jew, you can't do it. You got to be of that physical bloodline. Based upon that, based upon what I read, I'm not telling you what somebody told me now. I don't want people to get that in the head. Oh, he going by what the Hebrew Israelites are saying. No, I'm not going by what nobody say. I'm doing my own research and based upon what I have read. He said he could, but Balak wanted Balaam, which was the false prophet, is to curse the children of Israel. The Most High said that you can't curse that which I have blessed. The Israelites are blessed. The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans I chose them, so they can't go beyond His word to do good or bad to those people. When He creates something, you can't change it, reverse it. Whatever the Most High spoke, you can't go back and reverse that. You can't go try and do something, undo something. The only person that has the power, and their power is to undo something, is the Most High. Just like I'm made who I am as a man. I'm a man of color. Can I reverse that? No. I can try it. I can put all kinds of stuff on me and make myself a different person, but it's not going to make me a different person. It's not going to change that spirit that the Most High put in me. You're still naturally who you are. I can sit here and try to make myself look white, bleach my skin, and do all that kind of stuff all I want. At the end of the day, I could be lighter all day, but guess what's going to happen? Guess what? I'm still the same person. It's not going to deviate where I'm from and who I'm from. It's not going to deviate from that. You can't change something and undo something that the Most High put in place. You can't change it. Just like a man can't change himself and make himself into a woman. He was born a man, he gonna stay a man. I don't care what he do to himself. A woman is born a woman. No matter what she do to herself to make herself become a masculine man, she can't do it. She can't do it. I can't make myself just like a person. They cannot make themselves become a Jew when the Most High didn't make them Jews. When He created a certain race of people to be evil, there's no way in the world they can convert to Judaism, spiritual Israel. They cannot convert to Israel. They are who they are because that's what He created them to be. He created them to be an evil people. He created them that way. And He chose whom He chose. Because remember, He said, my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways. He said, my thoughts are not your thoughts. So when people go around here and they say, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm, people have a whole misconception of that. That's not talking about people who can prophesy and predict the future and tell you anything. That's talking about the Israelite prophets of God that speaks His word. People take that out of context. That's talking about His children, not anybody. Because remember, He don't give His information to anybody. He only gives it to those who He knows gonna carry it out. When He said, he that touches you touches the apple of His eye. When they touch the apple of God, apple of His eye, that's talking about Israel. That's talking about the Israelites. Prophet is somebody that proclaims as a spokesperson that speaks His word. Moses was a spokesperson for the Most High. That's what he was. Moses was not that person. And if you study him in context, it means that he was proclaiming and speaking, and the Most High said He will put His words in his mouth. That's talking about that Bible. It ain't talking about nothing else. The whole video is about you can't change nothing that was put in place. You can try it, but you're gonna fail every time because you can't do it. You tell people, keep the laws and statutes and the commandments of the Most High God. Well, I don't believe that. They ain't gonna accept that. They ain't gonna accept that as real, as the truth. But if you say, if you mention prophet, they ain't gonna take no second thought, nor argue with you. They're gonna accept it right away immediately. Oh, okay. Well, I want to go to that event, then they're gonna be telling you something. Don't you find that to be a little bit odd? That's odd. I can get thousands and thousands of people to tune in if I put title. In this video title, Prophet of God telling people things. You will get thousands of people tuning into your broadcast just for that. But if you get on here and say I'm teaching history and trying to wake us up, you ain't gonna have not one person tuning into your broadcast. On average, you're not. No, people ain't trying to hear that. Isaiah 39 and 10 tell you they want to hear smooth things. Like, man, you trying to hear that, man? We trying to hear something, because everybody's poor. Yeah, man, people ain't trying to hear that. Let me look at
Hi, thanks for joining.
Whoops, let me turn this off. I did 27 minutes already. Let me see. Yep, I did 27 minutes. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Everybody today, man. Today is just to come back so fast. Well, at least the sound. I know the sound is still in here. I'm gonna end my video and I'm gonna look at this video. I love these people here. CJ, so cool. Yeah, I want to put it in my title. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end it on this note. I'll be back with some more, man. Yeah. We'll talk some more about the pedigree, slave trade. I come up with some more information. I'll bring you some, keep keep you up to date on a lot of things, about the select, because the pedigree, because that's something that a lot of us need to know. Yeah, that's something that we need to know, and it's very serious. A lot of people don't really take it seriously or nothing like that, but it's important to do it. Well, congratulations to myself and all, going into a new phase. Every day, it's something different, and we're going into a new phase in this life. And I was gonna get out there and rake some leaves in the yard, but I got up too late because I stayed on the computer. I'm trying to get out of the habit of doing that, and go back to the habit of conditioning myself, because I don't like getting up like this. This is not good. I might have to just get myself involved in some things and and condition myself to another way, the way I do my daily routines or something like that. Maybe I might have to, it's probably going to be kind of hard, but I'm going to have to try to make out me a schedule and do things, have a schedule for it, and condition myself to that. If I could do that, condition myself to that, then I'll be good, That way things, I can improve the way I go about my daily routine, stuff like that. So we'll be back. On that note, we'll come back and I'll chop it up some more with y'all. All right. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section, man, about this topic. Let me know what's on y'all mind. If you have any kind of questions or something or whatever, just put it in the comment section, and I'll do everything in my power is to at least try to bring you an answer, because I'm still doing research too, All right. I'm out. Peace.